What's up, Pheasant Lane fam? I said family a couple videos ago, and the kiddo corrected me that it's Pheasant Lane fam, not family. So I guess I will say good morning, Pheasant Lane fam. Ali. There we go, covered both bases. Sorry about the background train noise. People have been on me like, hey, we enjoy your weekly vlogs, but there hasn't been a whole lot going on. So today's Monday morning. Amber got up for work. I was still laying in bed watching the morning news, which we'll get to that in a minute. And give my wife a kiss. She goes to work. 10 minutes later, she calls and goes, I have a flat tire. I said, okay, no problem. So we get her tire changed. Luckily, she wasn't far from the house. We got her tire changed. Her car is on a donut right now, which I do not like. I'm on my way to get her tire fixed. I also found a screw in the right front tire of my Super Duty. So I don't think they're related. I don't think anybody's trying to sabotage us. I can't find anything in her tire, but that's the way it goes. So going to get those fixed right now. I'm gonna go have lunch with my dad while they're fixing my truck. The reason this week might be exciting is they are calling for a historic snowstorm midweek. Saturday, they must have been calling for it for a while. I don't really watch the news. Like, we don't have cable or satellite TV. We stream pretty much everything. We don't watch a lot of TV to begin with. And then I have some local channels on the bedroom TV I try and flip through, mostly for the weather. But I guess I hadn't watched the weather in a while. Saturday, we went to a local Kroger store. I don't know if they have those where you are. Let me get past this big Kenworth here. Nice truck, buddy. And we were waiting in line, and I started looking around, and the store was packed. And I looked at Amber, I go, is there a snowstorm coming? And she goes, I don't know why. I said, every shopping cart in here has milk, bread, and eggs. If you're from Ohio, that's the grand trinity of things you need to buy if there's a snowstorm coming. Milk, bread, and eggs. I guess everyone just loves to eat French toast when there's a snowstorm. Sorry about the bumps. This is Ohio. So, going to get Amber's car fixed. I have so much stuff to get done before we get snow. My goal, and I think I said it in another video, my goal was to not have to put the snowplow on the tractor. We have a 7-foot Meyer snowplow, skid steer quick attach, hooks to the front of the L3901. We got 4 inches of snow last week, and I just didn't feel like putting it on. I drove it up and down the driveway a few times, made tire tracks, packed it down, we're good to go. Looks like somebody plowed it, but they didn't. So I have to fix some lights I broke off the tractor. If we're getting as much snow as they're calling, I've heard the low side we're supposed to get 11 inches, on the high side 24 inches with 40 to 50 mile an hour winds. So the drifting around here is what gets you. You could have an inch of snow, and we already had 4-foot snow drifts at my dad's farm. So it should be an exciting week. I gotta go get fuel for the tractor. I gotta go get gasoline for the 2 generators we have. I was in the garage last night. We have a brand new generator I bought and totally forgot about it. Bought it back in October. I guess out of sight, out of mind. So we'll get that going this week. I'm in contact with the gentleman that won the Zooks welding stuff, so that stuff's moving forward. And another thing that made me concerned about this snowstorm. Growing up in northern Ohio, we're not far from the lake, so we get some kind of crazy weather patterns. There's some Hereford steers out at my dad's place, and he called me this morning. He goes, hey, you're getting low on feed. So I was like, I only live 10 minutes from the elevator. So I called and put in my bulk feed order for the steers that are at dad's place. And this lovely lady, Marlene, that works there, she goes, we're only scheduling today, tomorrow, and part of Wednesday. And I go, what are you talking about? She goes, everybody's shutting down for the snowstorm. We're canceling truck routes. We're canceling feed routes. Now, if the local tiny farmer co-op that will work through any kind of weather is concerned about a snowstorm that's not here yet, I better take it a little serious. So, I'm running to town right now, get these tires fixed. Stop, and I need to get new lights for the tractor for up on the ROPS. I ran into some trees. Clearing the woods, that's what's going to happen. snow plow, get these generators going, make sure we have enough livestock feed and bedding, which we always stay a couple bags ahead on everything. So that is that. I'll keep you guys posted, but we're about 5 minutes into this video right now. And hopefully Amber's tire can be replaced. They're brand new Michelins we just put on not that long ago. My truck tire's got about 50,000 on them, and hopefully they can repair that one. It's not even flat. Obviously, I'm driving the truck right now. I just noticed there's a screw head sticking in it. So better get it taken care of. We'll catch you in a little bit. All right, good news and bad news. Start with the bad news. Bad news is Amber's tire off her car is shot. I called around everywhere in the town that our family's kind of from. No one has one. The one place is about 30 miles away. They do have one in stock. So I said, hey, can I come get it switched over today? The wheel is already off the car. And they said, nope, with COVID, they are down to one wheel technician, and he had quite a few appointments today. I understand that. So did get a appointment tomorrow at noon to go get that switched out. So that's kind of the bad news. The good news is the screw in the wheel of my truck, the front tire, for some reason was just a screw head. I didn't even try taking it out because I didn't have a patch kit at home, and I'd like for them to get inside and patch it right. The guy goes, so it didn't even go through the tread. That's the good news. And when it comes down to tires, I would rather buy a new tire for Amber's little car than to buy a tire for my truck, because you're going to spend at least double or not triple to buy a truck tire over the Michelins we run on her car. So I guess there's a silver lining in anything. They both hit the pocketbook, but one's a lot less on the pocketbook than the other option. So Kiddo and I are going to grab some hog feed before the storm. I'm down to 3 bags. I like to keep more in. And that is it. Stop at Tractor Supply. We'll get some animal bedding. Be stocked up about 10 bags, and I think we'll be okay. So just got back home from town. Wow, things are crazy. There's the old 400 I'm still trying to get out of the woods, by the way. Gavin, come over here. I need your help. But every week, we know how many bags of sawdust we go through at Tractor Supply. So I stopped and did my regular weekly buy there. I stopped and grabbed some hog feed. Now that we are feeding out those 2 little ones for our freezer, I'm going through more feed than I was. So I stopped and picked some of that up. Just regular stuff. Like, we're not super stocking up on stuff. Things are going crazy. Tractor Supply, there's not a parking spot available. Everyone's going crazy. They're buying propane tanks, everything. It's like, it's a snowstorm. It's not the end of the world. Maybe I just look at it a little different. I know we have food in the house. Deep freezer's full. All the animals got feed. And like I like to be a couple bags ahead. So, you know, my feed order wouldn't even be until next week anyways. So we're still sitting good. But man, oh man, is it absolutely crazy. It's first big snowstorm. I know they're calling for a record snowstorm. I just heard on the radio that it's supposed to snow for 36 hours straight. My brother, who is still in law enforcement, I just got off the phone with him, and he said they're thinking about making everybody stay during that period just because. And I think the worst factor that I just heard about the snow we're supposed to get is right now it's 22 degrees out. Tomorrow it's supposed to reach 45 and then start raining, turning to snow. That's what worries me. Like I said in the last video, it's just the ice load. So that is that. That pretty much wraps up our Monday. My garage is going to be tonight's project. You can see this trailer here. My dad gave that to my brother and I. That's a 6x12. It's usually loaded with all of our field hunting stuff, our layout blinds, all our duck decoys, goose decoys. We used to be pretty heavy into that. Not so much since I got hurt. Haven't been out in 2 years. But we needed the trailer for something, and that's what we used to go pick up those 2 small feeder pigs last week. So all the goose hunting decoys, everything got shoved into the garage, and now the garage is a disaster. I've been keeping the tractor out in the barn, but I'd like to be able to have it up here to thaw it out, and so it doesn't get drifted in the barn. So first big snowstorm on this property. I'm not sure what to expect, but gonna start cleaning out the garage tonight. Amber's on our way home from work, so maybe I'll get you guys a picture and put it in here right now of how horrible my garage looks. And it's not even messy. It's just 6x12 worth of crap, duck hunting stuff, shoved into our garage. So much hunting stuff that I didn't realize was in that trailer. You got buddy heaters, extra propane tanks. There's 5 or 6 blinds laying in here. Decoys, rakes for field hunting, more decoys. They're stacked about 3 bags deep. So hopefully get all this stuff put back and get my garage back. Where's your helmet?
Huh?
Where's your helmet? Yes. What's the #1 rule?
Helmet?
Yep, so we'll get the helmet out, okay? That was my fault. I kind of forgot. You were excited. I forgot. Safety's important, right? All right, hey, guess what? Your boys are behind you looking. They're hungry. Sounds like the goats and the pigs are hungry too. Oh my god. Nothing like burping on camera. Very ladylike. Are you ready for dinner? Huh? Usually at night you guys turn into a bunch of buttheads.
He has Rascal head in his mouth.
Yeah, he bit Rascal. Rascal, you ready for dinner? Roller. Well, I got most of the goose and duck hunting stuff back in the trailer. A little room up there at the front. But all this stuff, trailer used to seem a lot bigger. I don't know what happened unless I forgot how to pack it. We hang all the decoys on the wall. We try to, all the blinds on the bottom, all the other stuff. Motion decoys are all hanging in the front of the trailer, but geez, oh Pete's, I thought I used to fit that stuff in there a lot better. Got some out of practice. Good morning. It is Tuesday and I am going to get fuel. Now right there you see next to the grapple there's a 100-gallon diesel transfer tank, and I thought about I'll just go throw 30 gallons in that. The issue is now they're calling for this part of Ohio where I live could be possible blizzard conditions. So I don't know if I'd be able to get it out here. I don't like it sitting up next to the house. I'm not sure the best place to put it. So to play it safe, I'm just gonna go fill up probably 3 or 4 just 5-gallon jugs to have them sitting around. Then I can move them to the tractor. Just seems easier to me, especially if I have the snowplow on with the tractor and then I have to come out here and switch over to the pallet forks. I'm just planning for the worst. For me, that just seems easier. We got a little shed up there. I can stick the individual gas cans and diesel cans in. So that's what I'm doing. Going to go get fuel, drop kiddo off at school, and then I have a doctor's appointment. So I figured I got a little bit of time now. I might as well be productive and go grab some fuel. All right, went out there, grabbed some wood on this trailer to bring up to the house. This should last us quite a while. The storm is only supposed to be like 36 hours, but this is probably close to 3 weeks worth of wood for us. House is pretty efficient. Wind's kicking up, starting to get dark, so I'm sure that storm's moving in. It's supposed to start raining later tonight. So one thing down, a few more to go. Well, there's the steers we're raising for the family. Kiddo named them Adam Sandler and Jim Carrey. Don't ask me why. She's 7. Those are her two favorite actors right now. But those guys were April calves, so they'll go in at the end of this year. Feed them out real nice. So I just love Herefords. It was just something about purebred Herefords. But go over here, show you that feed order and what they're eating, and we'll get out of here. There's a feed order. I'm glad they called and told me it got done today. I wasn't expecting it to be done till tomorrow. And this is what that looks like. Mostly corn, protein supplement. There's oats in there, and also a little bit of molasses. So they tend to like it. I know a lot of guys just feed corn with a protein supplement on top, but the guy we got them from said that this is what they were on, so we just decided to keep them on it. So Dad already fed before I got here, but grain, water trough, and a lot of hay in there for them, bedded down on straw, so they seem to like it. Out here on the edge of Dad's property, it is windy, the wind's picking up, so that's straight south behind me. Sunset is actually setting out here in the west right now, right over there. That neighboring farm belongs to my dad's cousin, but so you kind of see how it's white south of me. Here's that snowstorm coming in, that rainstorm I should say, up here to the northwest. So it is coming, you can see it in the sky. I still need to get home and get that snowplow put on the tractor tonight. Well, I guess this is the start of Snowmageddon. Rained all night. It's above 40 degrees right now. The only thing left is a little snow along the driveway. The driveway is a giant sheet of ice right now. So that'll be fun to plow once we get the snow plow out later. All the schools canceled for the next 2 days, and now people on Facebook are going crazy because the snow's not coming as soon as they predicted, but rather be safe than sorry. So we are going to go out. Oh, look at that, the neighbors are working on the neighbor's pole barn. We'll go check that out a little bit later. He's putting up a big 40 by 128. But we're going to go do chores. Got some running to do before the snow comes, and now I think they said we could get 10 inches. So I've literally heard anywhere between 6 and 26 inches, so I don't think they have a clue, but at least we're prepared. Just stopped over to take a peek at the neighbor's barn. That is a big barn, 40 by 128 I do believe. Sure be nice once it gets done. Well, it's 3 o'clock in the afternoon on Wednesday. Was 40 degrees, 45 when I woke up this morning. As you can see, it's just been raining pretty hard all day long. Yards flooded. Kiddo and I actually ran into town. Amber's home working the next few days remote. So we ran in, did some last minute errands. Temperature dropped to 40 degrees. And then from the time we left, we drove about 25 minutes. Temperature dropped down to 34 degrees. So I'm gonna go out, shut up the barn. I had the one barn door open for the minis out there. So hopefully the snow is coming soon. My mom just called and said she has some friends up by Toledo and they're getting the snow now. So should be coming soon. I heard now we might only get 6 to 10 inches. Other news channel is still saying 12 to 18. So who knows what we're gonna get. All I know is we're prepared. We got enough fuel. We got enough food, and I'm not worried about it. I don't have any plans to go anywhere. All right, Snowmageddon 2020 has started. Like I said earlier in the video, this afternoon, it was still above freezing, just raining. There's a miniature Yeti running through the background. A miniature Bigfoot, that's what we should call her, a miniature Bigfoot. It didn't start snowing until about 5 o'clock. It's about 9 o'clock right now. We're gonna run out and check on the animals again. I wanna bed them down, the pigs especially. The wind kind of changed, so make sure they got enough bedding, make sure everybody's got water. I'm not sure how bad the snow is gonna be in the morning, but it's cool to see that it's finally snowing. A lot of people where I am were complaining that the schools canceled today and tomorrow last night, so they canceled for 2 days in advance. But they just didn't know when exactly this was going to break, and especially with all the rain and all the snow, and more importantly the ice, I'm kind of glad they did cancel. So right here on our garbage toters, I just shoved my finger in one of those, and we're probably a good, shit, I don't remember now. Yeah, we're a good 2 inches, I would say. So that's what we are doing. Uh-oh. Don't you think about it. Oh, it didn't break. Obviously, I can't throw left-handed. I'm right-handed, but my days of throwing snowballs and baseballs are over with. So, watch this. Gotcha! All right, so we're having some fun. We just come out, check on the animals, see how the snow's going. We got about 2 inches right now. Like I said, it's 9 p.m. It's not overly cold, but the wind is blowing. So we're gonna go out, check on the animals, and maybe we'll show you some footage out there. If not, we'll we'll see you in the morning. All right, this is why we came out here tonight. The wind change was blowing straight out of the north. So I put these blankets up over the door. Those are just some moving blankets. Left enough at the bottom where they can go in and out. It's actually kind of steamy in here now with the pigs. They just gave them a little bit midnight snack while we were out here. The more they eat kind of keeps them warm. Bedded them down with another bale of hay. As you can see, they're going crazy. They love that hay. Bought them a new feeding pan today, and they totally destroyed that already. But they were nice and warm, and they're warm to the touch. Yep, warm to the touch. And then over here, we have our boar and our sow that have been, she was in heat this week, so they mated. So fresh hay for them, fresh hay for her, obviously. So that's why we come out here to check on these animals. Their doorway wasn't as bad, so put a blanket in there. But definitely keep these animals warm. But if we're in a nice warm house with plenty of food, they deserve the same. So as you can see, a little bit of snow coming in. There is air gaps up there at the top, so they'll still get proper ventilation. I don't want this thing sealed up too tight for pigs. So that's that. I am going to go shut the goat door. That's not facing the north, so that's not a big deal, but I don't want them going out in the snow tonight. So that's that, guys. Always got to check on these animals. Rascal, are you ready for the snow? He goes, yeah. Bring it on. You got snacks? Roller man. Roller man. Are you ready for the snowstorm? Huh? You ready for the snowstorm? He goes, yeah, man, you got snacks? You got snacks? All right, so snowplow is ready to go on the tractor tomorrow. I'll do a better close-up of that. We bought that thing last year, right after I got hurt. And honestly, I think I've used this one time. Last year with having all that metal hardware and recent surgeries in my arm. I had a surgery in October and another one in February. My beautiful wife did all the snow plowing. So that's ready to go on. And the only issue out here in the barn is I got a little snow coming in. They ordered the wrong trim for my garage doors. Everything on this barn is black and gray. Outside of the doors have been painted black, and they sent me white garage door trim, so wasn't going to have that ruin a barn, but no biggie. So Kubota's fueled up, greased up, oil's been checked, it's ready to go. So we will see you guys in the morning and see how much snow we have. Say goodbye, Roller. Goodbye. All right, day 2 of the Snowmageddon. Got some snow drifts there. It's about 6 inches in front of the garage door. It stopped overnight and then started back up, but the wind was whipping. So only problem is I have to get inside my truck because I forgot a pair of gloves in there. So hopefully all that doesn't blow in. Poor Diamond C sitting out here, I'll tell you. Came out to check on the driveway, check on the animals. I didn't really want to get the snowplow out yet because the storm's not done. I figured maybe it'd just keep blowing enough, but up by the house we got about, I don't know, 4 or 5 inches, maybe 6 in some spots. But I noticed the front half of the driveway is pretty well drifted shut, so looks like we'll be getting the tractor out. Don't get off the gas. You just gotta stay in the middle of the driveway. Well, it is Friday morning. Kiddo and I actually came out last night to get some footage, check on the animals, and out the front of the camera you couldn't see more than 2 feet. It was just snowing and blowing and nasty and cold. laying in bed last night is the strongest winds I've felt against the house in a long time. The winds were just howling last night. We got some more drifting in the driveway. On the way down here this morning is the first time I've actually heard a snowplow go by on the road. So even though we live a little bit off the road, you can always hear those things go by. And I'm sure with the wind and stuff they've had, I know that the crews have been out, you know, around the clock 24 hours a day since the storm started Wednesday night. So still pretty nasty out there. Now, I know a lot of the subscribers and people that watch these videos aren't, you know, either from Ohio, or a lot of them aren't even from the United States. So we have what they call snow emergency levels. Snow emergency level 1 just means like, hey, there's some blowing, there's some drifting, use caution. Number 2 is basically roads are hazardous, don't be out there unless you need to be, unless you have somewhere you have to go, stay off the roads. A level 3 means basically no one's allowed on the roads except emergency personnel, emergency vehicles, or, you know, your job is mandatory, you have to be there, doctors, nurses, police officers, stuff like that. So we have been under a level 3 for quite a while now. It's got to be close to 30 hours, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. So it is nasty out there. Hopefully they lift that later this afternoon. There's some errands I'd like to go get done in town. I got to go pick up some stuff at the drugstore. So hopefully they lift that soon. But the animals are all happy and warm. They made it through the night without any more snow getting in the barn. So we're good to go on that. And I'm going to get the tractor out and start getting some snow moved. It's really bad up by the house, and it's really bad, not horrible, but from this storm, the worst of it is in front of the garage door here. I don't know why. I should have backed the tractor in the barn. I even thought about it, and then I just put the snowplow down and just push it out. But I didn't think about it. You know, it is what it is. So that's the way the tractor is parked, with the snowplow up at the front. So we'll back out over that snow. We'll get that moved. I'm really not concerned out here. A lot of people don't come out here. Kiddo rides their four-wheeler out to do chores. The main thing is get the driveway in front of our garage doors up at the house done. So that's what we're gonna do, and then I gotta run up to the house and grab more water. We don't have a water line out here right now, so constantly shuttling water back and forth every, about every 2.5 days. I have to go get a load of water up at the house. So, all right, let me go get this tractor warmed up, get this garage door open, and we'll move some more snow. Here's a large snow drift in the runs from the pig pens over here. Goes all the way across up into the goat pen over there. So you can see they haven't been coming out. They still got room out here. I actually moved their water bins. These are just extras. I actually moved their water bins inside of the pens a couple nights ago, and we put these fabric doors on just kind of as a temporary fix. Nailed them all the way down to about 2 feet off the ground so they can still get in and out. And the water pans were not frozen. They were a little slushy, but that was pretty impressive that 6 pigs generate that kind of heat to not let that get frozen when we're down to 10 degrees or lower last night. Well, you guys don't look any worse for wear. Good morning, Roxy. Where's Ellen May? There's Ellen May. Say hi. Hello. This pretty much sums up our Snowmageddon week. Snow was Wednesday night, Thursday into Friday. Yesterday was Saturday. We didn't do a whole lot. Had to plow the driveway out again. And went and visited with some friends at a diaper party. So congratulations to the couple on their new baby girl, Diana. Mom's doing good, baby's doing good, so couldn't ask for anything more. Today, not a whole lot going on. Didn't have to plow the driveway or anything. Kiddo wanted to come out and ride Rascal, so that's what she is doing. Just chilling. So it's been a good week. Got to use the snowplow, which was fun. As I said earlier, Amber did most of that last year. And that's that. We might go bowling later, might go have dinner with the in-laws. I'm not exactly sure, but really no projects to do around the house today. One big project we did, obviously we didn't get on video, is keep him going. He goes, it's winter. I don't do this stuff in the winter. You guys know Amber likes to not have clutter in the house, so we went through our office, just old filing cabinets, closets, you name it, cleaned a lot of things out. So I guess I have a dump trailer run to the landfill again on Monday, but feels good to get things cleaned out. House is spotless. It just feels nice. For a few days there, it was pretty cluttered, just garbage laying on the floor until I could, the snow stopped so I could get the dump trailer moved closer to the house. So that's that, guys. I know it wasn't a super exciting video like I originally planned with the snowstorm, but we'll do an update on neighbor Ryan's barn. Jay, our other neighbor, stopped over yesterday. Want to know if I could help him split some firewood. So I'm sure we will try and get to that this week. And it's not a whole lot of stuff going on. So, all right, guys, thanks for tuning in. This might be a little longer than usual on the weekly vlog, but I feel there's, oh, someone else wants to come outside and play. I feel there's some good footage of snow plowing on that. And I'll probably do another video just dedicated to the snowplow. I've been getting a ton of questions on that thing. So, anything else, kiddo? No.
She's been watching Secretariat and Seabiscuit, so Kenzie is inspired.
Yeah, the last 2 days we've been watching
horse movies.
Yeah, horse racing movies. So today she goes, I want to come out and ride. So I
go.
said, alrighty. So he did not want that bridle put on. He knows that wintertime is usually his break, but I think he's doing all right.
Good boy.
Nothing like jumping on in a pair of snow pants, bareback, and just riding around the snowy round pen. Yeah, I figured he was going to buck and kick a little bit. She likes when he does that, but he's been pretty well mannered today. So, all right, everybody, take care, God bless, and as always, make smart decisions. If you guys have any questions or just want to reach out and say, hey, pheasantlanefarm@gmail.com, or leave us a comment below. Take care, everybody. Have a good week. We've been over this. This is not a treat.
We're rolling.
What's with you guys want to eat the camera? Now there's a bully in town.
Meanie McMeanie.
Yeah, I know.